Story Grows. I'm Brad Patton. Today we welcome Tino Mehlig and Valentin Noack from Accvsed to the podcast. The new Accvsed record, Dealers of Doom, came out last Friday on Rising Empire Records. The guys talk about growing up in small villages, the formation of Accvsed, the lyrical themes on Dealers of Doom, how the rising popularity of metal has impacted the German scene, and more. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of As the Story Grows. If you're brand new to the podcast, welcome. Thanks for checking us out. You can find links in our show notes or at asthestorygrows.com for our mailing list, our Discord server, and our Patreon page, where you can support the show financially and get early access to every episode. And if you aren't subscribed to the podcast, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button on your podcast platform of choice. You never know when you'll discover your next favorite band. Enjoyed today's conversation with Tino and Valentin from Accvsed.
Darkest of night, I hear it ricochet. Still your voice resides. Every day in the black light, I sleep in the sun.
We were talking about how crucial it is that you're here because you know everything.
I do.
Which is great. Awesome. How are you guys doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah.
How about you?
Doing good. Doing good. Yeah. You guys are from Wiesbaden. Am I saying that right?
Wiesbaden.
Wiesbaden.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm not German. I try. I've talked to so many Rising Empire bands. You'd think I'd be a little bit better, but I'm not.
German is a hard language.
Yeah. My son is 8 and he's been trying to learn some German. So he'll occasionally say something. I'm like, okay, great. I don't know what you're saying. What was what's Wiesbaden? Wiesbaden? I'm still gonna fuck it up. What was growing up like?
Oh, we're not from there. I think. No. We're just at the time we formed the band, I was living there.
Okay.
So kind of a hometown, like founding place, but no one grew up there.
Okay. All right.
We two, me and Tino, we grew up in some villages in the forest.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I asked somebody about this recently. This was about France though. But so is there like, I'm sure there's some difference, but like, is it like a completely different experience growing up in like some like forest village as opposed to one of the major cities? Obviously Berlin is its own thing. So.
Yeah.
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 I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because when you live in the villages we come from, there are like so many places, but they only have like 300 to 500 people per place, and you have to have a car, and it's very different. The people are very different than in the city.
Yeah.
They are, how do you say it? They're
not as open-minded as in the city.
No, they're quite focused on the part of the world they can see.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah. That's well said.
Yeah. Is that kind of a, I don't know, if you're growing up and just like you want to go elsewhere, you want to move elsewhere, you want to live elsewhere, you have different cultural experiences because, I don't know, you're younger and are on the computer all the time. Like, does that make it hard to be in such a small village? Because you're just like, why can't these people see a bigger picture outside of this? Or is it just like, you kind of know that's how it is? I don't know if that makes any sense.
It's kind of hard to tell. For me, I moved to the city when I was like 19 or something, 20, and moved away from the village and lived in like the Wiesbaden area, like Frankfurt, and the bigger cities. And recently I came home to the village again. I moved back home. I'm 34 now. I kind of enjoy the silence here.
Yeah.
I've lived in the city and I loved it, and yeah, I'm good now. So Walle is living in Mainz, which is right next to Wiesbaden. So he's still a city boy.
Nice. Well, what got each of you into music?
For me, I think when I was little, my dad played electric guitar, and this was like the craziest thing for me. And he also gave me mixtapes with bands like My Chemical Romance and Good Charlotte and everything. And then I started to jam out to those, and it went from there. And I always wanted to do rock music and be on stage, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, I started playing piano when I was 9. And getting older playing piano isn't that cool. So I started playing drums when I was like, 12 or 13, and started playing in metal bands, and had a little band with my cousins and stuff. And played drums till I met Valentin in 2019. And I started singing actually kind of late.
What was that transition from drummer to singer? Was it just like something you always wanted to do, or just like
kind of?
Okay.
I remember that we were recording once with my old band in our rehearsal room, and our singer couldn't get the metronome right.
Okay.
He always sang off beat, and I was like, man, why didn't he get it? And it made me angry, so I screamed into the microphone, and it sounded okay, good, I guess. And that was the first moment I realized that I can do this. And maybe later I met Valentin.
Nice.
No.
Yeah, let's talk about Accvsed. How'd this band get started?
Me and Tino met in another project that didn't work out. So I knew Tino, and I, with a couple of friends from home, I was doing like a garage band. We did some covers of, The Ghost Inside or something. But I wanted to take it more serious, and then we invited Tino, and then we jammed for a little bit, and I wrote some songs, and then Tino came over, we produced some demos, and then we wanted to release them, but the band dissolved. And that was only Tino and me, and from there we started with a different view on everything, and said, okay, we're doing that like the right way for us, and we'll do it more serious. And then we found some guys to start Accvsed.
Nice.
In a way.
Nice. What was the inspiration for the band name, and then kind of what led to the stylization? I'm sure that's just like copyright legal issues, right?
I think when we first we had Accvsed like with a normal U, and then we thought it would look harder with a V. I still stand by that. There's a story behind the name, but I don't want to go into that actually.
Okay. Okay. At what point did you guys start getting attention from a rising empire? Did you seek them out, or did they come to you?
I think end of 2023, they reached out to us after we dropped our first EP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for quite direct.
Here we go again. I just can't help myself. Deep down we go. I'm giving up again. Let down somebody else. Somebody else.
This new album is called Dealers of Doom. It's the second track on the record. What led to that title, and kind of, are there any specific themes and inspiration you were pulling from in the writing process for this album?
Yeah, like we say in the song, we portray the dealers of doom, like the oppressors that deal the cards of humanity, if I can say it that way. And that's kind of the fight against those is kind of the spirit of some songs of the album, and we wanted to name it that way.
Nice. Are you kind of taking from, current events and what's happening, or are you like taking inspiration from various, I don't know, books or TV shows or things when sitting down to write and finding that path is a thing you're writing about?
I think it's current developments.
Yeah.
And the personal relation to those developments.
Yeah. Tino, as a vocalist, are you happy to kind of let somebody else take the brunt of the writing and pen out all the lyrics and just have to show up and scream, or are you just like...
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I love the stuff Val is writing, so I just love it. He sends over some demos. We got a group chat and stuff, and he sends me over the demos, and I listen to them and give my opinion, and we meet and I record the demos. So I can always put my inspiration into this, and that's pretty cool. So I don't have to start from scratch, which helps extremely.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the mastermind behind our music. So.
Does Tino ever do something and you're like, no, that's wrong, that's not how I envision it? Or once
Yeah.
He does it at free range. It's like, no, you're fucking it up.
Yeah, that's part of the process.
Yeah. Who came up with this album artwork idea?
I think that has to be our bassist.
Okay.
And our bassist who works closely with the graphics designer.
Okay.
They did all the artworks for the singles and the merch.
Yeah.
And the album artwork.
Yeah.
Like together.
Yeah. I know, because of the way A Rising Empire works, like these songs are being released almost a year in advance of the album coming out. Is it as a new band with your debut for the world on this label, is it tough to just like sit back and let the process play out, or are you just like cool to have this slow drip and drop?
I think we had no other way to do it than because we wrote the album while releasing singles. You know? We wrote it in chunks, so there was no other option than to do it like this.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, we had to have like a 1 year pause, and we didn't want to do this.
Yeah. Album's out August 1st, next Friday. What's your plan for the rest of this year? I guess looking at fall touring, are you trying to make your way through Europe?
We have some smaller tours this year. One with King 810 or King 810, and one with Oralize. We have a couple couple festival slots, and yeah, that's it for this year. We have plans for next year. I can not tell you obviously, but yeah, we're not stopping next year, so there's gonna be something from us. Yes.
Nice. I know that, like, because I talk to Rising Empire bands, monthly all the time. For me, I'm just like, Germany must be popping in the metal scene, but I know, like, just because a lot of bands are coming from a hub on a label does not mean like it's a thriving scene. What's your opinion of, like, whether it's locally where you are or kind of in the country, like the current state of like heavy music?
I think it's growing, because we have big bands like Sleep Token and Knocked Loose who emerged from the scene and now are in the mainstream. I think that's cool because we have new people coming into the scene, and I think that's very nice. And I think the sound is always developing into nice directions when I look at some of the biggest bands in the scene.
Do bands like Sleep Token and Spirit Box and Knock Loose, like, blowing up, I don't know, in America, kind of help bring more focus to the bands and what's happening in Germany?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If people are into it, so then they're maybe searching out what's happening local and discovering local stuff.
Could be, yeah.
Just an extension of fandom. I don't know.
I don't know.
I try very much to not be like America's the center of everything, because we're not, right? Like, so it's just like there are whole other scenes happening outside of here that are cool as shit, right? Like.